it is with great pleasure that I'm going to invite Brother Rathnakar to speak to us. But before I do that, I want you to understand and appreciate the fact that he is the most hard-working person in Prashanti Nilayam. I sent him a message at about 3, please take some rest so that, you're fresh for 8 p.m. And he said, I'm going for lunch now. So he was with us, and if you ever have to go to his office, you know how many people are waiting there to meet with him. So if you are enjoying this moment in this beautiful facility, I want you to go back to COVID, when the world had come to a stop, and a handful of people every single day did Vedam Bhajan in Prashanti Nilayam, and the work of this beautiful marvel of architecture was going on under the stewardship of our young and dynamic managing trustee, Brother Rathnakar ji. It takes toil, silent work, hard work, sacrifice, to build institutions that bear the name of our Lord and match to His glory. So nobody better than Him to inspire us this evening. I warmly welcome you, brother. The mic is yours. And the topic is yours. This time it's not a Karuna Munshi suggested topic. It's yours. Thank you, Sai Ram.
I offer my prayerful salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Master, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Very loving Sai Ram to each one of you. Hope you all had a dinner this evening. Your dinner completed? Yes, sir. I was told you left from here only at 6 o'clock. And again you're back here at 8. It's been a long day, I think. Some neural pathways must have been blocked also for some time. Prashanti Nilayam is not only the abode of peace, but abode of hope for many in the world. There are millions of devotees who have come here, taken darshan of Bhagavan, but many more times of that number, people haven't seen Baba. There are people in this world who follow Him, who are devoted to Him, and who are walking that beautiful Sai path. How many in this auditorium haven't seen Swami physically? Can you raise hands? My Karunadi, there is a lot of them. Welcome to Sai family. I think I must say this here. Those who came and saw and got conquered, yeah, it's fine. It's natural, that thing that happens. But those who did not see Him yet, He has embraced you. I think you are very special, and you are very special for all of us also. Because all those who came in contact with Him naturally fell in love with Him. And you had no choice. But you haven't seen Him physically. But I think Swami brought you all here. Once there was a contingent group of people who was coming from a state to darshan, and the leader went up to Swami and told Swami, Swami, all new people have come. And you know what Swami reacted? He said, they're all new to you, not to me. They're all known to me for generations. So all of us are known to Him for births together, generations. And when he decides that you should come here, you will definitely come. And I'm so glad Swami brought you, and you also, in whichever way, have decided to tread this path. And welcome to each one of you who are joined this journey in this beautiful abode of Prashanti Nilayam. Millions of people have found directions to their lives here. Avatars don't come very often. They come once in, it's all in millenniums, they come once in a way, they come. Maybe Rama in Treta Yuga, Krishna in Dwapar Yuga. When you come to Kali Yuga, you can't really count so much. And the most prominent and most first name that comes to mind when you say the avatar and the divine incarnation, it is Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. They don't come often. They don't, it's not so easy that we come across or face to face with a divine personality, leave alone avatars. And we can also say that even forget about divine personality, to get good persons as friends itself is difficult in nowadays. A balanced and good people to come across in your life itself is you should be fortunate. Now to come face to face with holy people, saintly people is real good fortune. And you must be greatly fortunate. A fortune that is earned in many lives to come face to face with an avatar. And there's no better work than to involve ourselves in the work of divine, work of an avatar. And all of you have joined that beautiful Vidya Vahini, which is initiated by Bhagavan himself. That's why it has that much power. That's why it is able to pull all of you here, because it's the work of avatar. Avatar initiated a work here. I remember one long-time devotee from England. His name is John, and one more name is there attached to that. He was speaking to us in college. He said, it is not in the nature of the avatar to fail. That is what he said in one of his talks. So whatever avatar starts, whatever they will, they get fulfilled. So I'm so glad that all of you have joined. And for every human life, the fulfillment is to participate in the divine work. There's no greater reward for human life than to work for Swami. That is, I firmly believe, that is what propels us here day in and day out. Of course, we love this work, so we never feel fatigued, we never feel tired. Because many times, like Karunadi was telling, it is quite a task, but we never feel that we are working here. We are enjoying actually the grace of Swami, and it is an autopilot. Many times when I sit myself alone and think, it is an autopilot mode. Swami runs it, and he makes us feel that we are running it, and everybody says you are all running it. So it's like a loving father. He does everything and gives credits to his children. So that is how this whole organization runs. Many a time people ask me, I said, no, we don't run it, and we are only there. Definitely it is a very legal structure, it is a trust, and we need somebody has to sign the document, somebody has to write letters, somebody has to disperse salaries. All this work is there, but so for that some functionally the responsibilities are distributed. Otherwise, as a Sai mission, it is still run by only Swami, and only Swami can run this mission, nobody else, because humanly it is impossible. It's 150 plus countries and people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different religions, different regions. It is not for normal people to handle this. So, Swami is in charge here, and Swami is the one who is running the entire, this beautiful mission. So, we are very, very glad that all of you have joined here. And it's inspiring. It's actually inspiring that so many of you are volunteering it. I can understand if there is an institution where fat salaries are paid and everybody is clamoring for that. But no, here, what is that pulls us? What is that drives us here? It is only Swami and Swami alone. Whatever, in whichever form, whether it's Vidya Vahini or is universities, any other service, Sathya Sai organizations, whenever I do travel, it's mind-boggling to see the amount of work that Sai devotees carry out in their places, the amount of service that they do. And they don't come anywhere near in the front lines, and they don't ask any VIP seats, and we don't see them at all. But they are quietly doing the work of God, and that is what makes them, it is a sort of fulfillment of their own lives. We do here everything is just for our own selves. It's for our own fulfillment, for our own satisfaction, not for anything else. That is what seva is all about. When you do seva, when you do work of the Divine Master, you are getting fulfilled. You are getting completely sort of emancipated. You are the ones who is getting enlightened. So that is the beauty of this seva in that. And one Swami was asked, Swami, when we do service, what is the reward for us? Do you know what Swami said? More service. He said, when you do service, reward is more service. Swami will give you more work. Because getting an opportunity to serve is itself is a reward for human life. That is what we all need to understand. And what better platform than Sathya Sai, where complete selfless service is rendered here. All of you are greatly blessed. You leave everything behind, come here. Believe me, all this is recorded in the consciousness of God. Maybe your team leader or somebody here and the team leads here may not notice, may not know it. But every work, every word you do utter for Swami, it is recorded by Swami 100% without a doubt. Without a doubt, it is recorded. And Swami knows every bit of it. Is nothing that is not known to him. I remember once we were in the interview room, Swami was sitting. Few of us were there. Swami was reading a letter, and a couple of us were doing Path Seva. Swami, if some of you know that there used to be one Conscious Secretary, he used to be here, who used to do Swami, whatever instructions are there, he would carry out and convey instructions and get things done. Mr. Chiranjirao used to be one short man, used to be there. Very feared man, because he conveys instructions without any emotions. So people used to be very fearful of him. So Swami told, send him to the other side of the building. He said, go and get some uniform cloth had come for children. So Swami said, go and get from the other side. He went to the other side of the building. He's a short man, and this cloth bales were put up to the wall, and a switch happened to hid behind the cloth bales. So he was trying to reach there, because there was a plastic wrapper on that, and so he got onto that, and he was slipping and falling down, he could not reach. And normally these rooms are very, very, I don't know how many, maybe sometime in future we'll get it done, but Swami's rooms are very, very, very small. They are not plush, they are not, sometimes wonder how and why he decided to stay that way. Anyhow, this incident then, it was very dark and he could not see anything, so he was trying to reach the switch and he was slipping perhaps, that is what happened. So Swami was on the other side, we were there and he was reading news, he was reading some letters from devotees. Suddenly he just stops and says, Chiranjirao padutunnadu poi chudandra light veyandi, like that he said. He said very, see, it looks like that, but it is something very, very, need to understand what it is. He was sitting there casually, he removes the letter and says, Chiranjirao emo padutunnadu poi chudandi. So one of our, whoever was there sitting, ran to the other side and Chiranjirao had a slip and fall and had fallen. So this boy went and helped, and then what the story is, he came and of course then Swami, casually the work is done and he saw the cloth and he did not say, I sent somebody for your rescue, nothing, all that. It happened and Swami just mentioned, but the lesson is for those who are sitting there. It's not that he knows only in this Prashant Nilayam on the other side of the building. Anywhere in the corner of this universe, he would know the same thing. That's why I'm saying he knows every bit of it. He knows, even now he knows that. That is the all-pervasive, powerful Bhagavan that we have come to, we have known in our lives. It was very casual even, because he was reading a newsletter and he was reading a letter from a devotee and in a different room. Somewhere else it is happening and he says, go and see, he's fallen. But same thing, Swami said, for me, all the countries are like rooms. For God, all these are all rooms only. That is what in one of his discourses he says, is in a mansion. If it's earth is a mansion, all these countries are my rooms. Like that is what Swami said. So you can casually move to one room to other room. So this is how devotees from all over the world have experienced him. Many people have seen, many people have experienced Swami, not in remote places. In very, very remote places. After Mahasamadhi, I had an opportunity to interact with a small Chinese team. And one of them narrated a wonderful experience. They went to some place to give some clothes to people who are, it's sort of orphanage kind of a place. They went to give clothes and some food and things like that. And surprisingly, they knew about Swami and they said, one of them had a small picture and said, this man, so they also, our people said, they were giving some photos for the orphanage. So that gentleman told, it seems I also have a picture. This gentleman came last week and he told, I'm going to send you clothes and food. This is what is narrated in 2011 after Mahasamadhi, one Chinese guy. They don't have to cook up things for whose sake they will do. There's nothing there to gain. But so passionately he was telling that, sir, when we went, Swami is already gone there and Swami has told them, I'm going to send you clothes and food in next week, like that. And after a week, these people land up. So we do not know wherever we go, already Swami has reached already. Many places. It happens that there's no place on this planet where you don't find him. I had a very unique experience once. I was going to Paris. I went to London and I had some 3-4 days little free time. I thought, let me go and see Paris and come back. But I was alone and I had not mentioned to anybody about my travel. I said, okay. Just I took flight, landed in Paris, and as soon as I got out, I just, Swami, I have come here alone, so please be with me. Just a prayer that, and I just walked under, those airports are very, very big and you have to walk some 2-3 kilometers to get out of the airport. Charles de Gaulle airport was very huge, and when I came out of the airport by then, I just came out, stood there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 10,000, 20,000 cars come every day to Charles de Gaulle airport. And it so happens I am standing there just to cross the road, cars are coming. One car comes and just stops just 15 feet, crossing me 15 feet like that, it stops there. Maybe they are just picking up somebody. I look at that and I see Swami's a small sticker on the behind in the glass in a white robes like this, wife here when I am here. Now, how is this coincidence? Is it coincidence? There are thousands of cars are coming. If a car had stopped here in front of me, I wouldn't have seen. If it stopped that way, it's not seen. The timing. See, this is the timing which I am coming out and this car comes and stands there so that I can see him. See, this is how Swami, I always felt him every place, wherever we visited. I had one more very nice experience. We were coming from Darjeeling side. We were driving. Because of, perhaps maybe it's cold and altitude, I do not know. My younger son was a little breathless and he needed a nebulizer. He was like sort of fainting. So we were little looking for somewhere where we can give him a nebulization. And unfortunately, it doesn't work because it requires 3-pin plug. So I was searching and in fact, Hima, my wife, was little worried and because this boy was little getting unconscious. We were sort of stopping every dhaba there and trying to see if they have a 3-pin plug. So somewhere I saw a refrigerator. When we were going in the car, I told driver stop and reverse back because there is a refrigerator. So I went inside. I told him, boy, it requires we need a 3-pin plug. He said, I don't have here, sir. I said, you have a refrigerator. He said, will that work? He said, yes, it will work. He had because for refrigerator he needed it. He had already using it, so he was not sure in no other place it had. So he was very nice. I do not know what made him. He said, I to bacha ko leke aao. He removed that. Generally they don't do in hotels because things can get spoiled. So he removed that 3-pin plug he disconnected the refrigerator. Then he put I put a chair for this boy and put him. Very surprising, till then I had not noticed. When I looked up, you won't believe what I see. Right under Swami's feet, my son is sitting there. It means you can't even imagine that in some remote place. And I said, oh, you're already here. So you see, there's no place. Once you are with him, or you're always protected. You're always with him. In fact, after nebulization, I went to the counter and I wanted to give him some money. He said, no sir, bacche ke liye hum kya paisa leta hai. This is again, and he had the calendar of Swami and he had hung up. I had not noticed it at all because we were a bit tensed and we were carrying it. And the moment we connected the nebulizer and started giving him, I just looked around. I see Swami is right there and under his feet he is sitting. So we are protected all the time. Always be assured. He always said, if you have not believed me, I do not know whether you will get protected. But those who have believed definitely will always be protected. Nammaka chedinavadu unnademo kani nammi chedinavadu ledu undadu undabodu is what is to tell. There is nobody who has believed in me and come into difficulties or troubles. Troubles means people will normally get into life as its own ups and downs. They are our own sanchita karmas. We should not think that everything will go hunky-dory just because you come here. Wherever you are, it will not be same. We are carrying some burden. Some little karma is there with us. It happens, we carry with that. So we don't have to complain about those things. Because why you have a headache? Because you have a head. Why you have problems? You have a life here. Your life on this earth, you will definitely have. You can't have an ocean without waves. You can't have life without problems. These both are like that. So you will have it. Problems is, I remember once, there used to be one wonderful author, and not wonderful, he is a great author, because I shouldn't say wonderful, because he's a mathematics, accountancy author. There used to be one Professor Radha Swami, if anybody heard about him. Professor Radha Swami, when we studied in BCom, sir, he is the one whose textbook we used to study for accountancy. His name is such thick book used to be there, Accountancy by Radha Swami. And that Professor Radha Swami So he happened to settle down here. He was teaching in a university. And he is the one who used to come and teach us accountancy. The author himself used to teach us. Only we had that great privilege because we studied in Institute of Higher Learning here. So that gentleman, one day, we were all seated on the veranda. So Swami was coming. Swami used to be very loving towards him and used to talk to him. So as he was coming, he said, Maharashtra CM Uchinadu. So Maharashtra CM has come. Like that Swami told him because somebody had come from Maharashtra CM had come. Then he was very sort of freely used to converse with Swami. He said, Chala kashtalla unnadu Swami. He's having very lot of difficulties. That's why he has come like that. He was meaning lot of difficulties. Swami said, Neeketlu telsu. How do you know? He said, I was reading newspaper. Then Swami again asked him, Evarraya kastallo lendi? He asked him, who is the person who is not having any difficulties on this around here? Everybody has difficulties. Aun Swami ade kada. Like that he was conversing. Then Swami made a beautiful statement. He said, because I am fond of this little conversation. And it had made so much of indelible imprint on in my consciousness. What he said is, Drusya kalpitamaina jagattu eppadiki neeku anandanni ivvadu. He said, this is what Swami said. Drusya kalpitamaina ee jagattu neeku eppadiki anandanni ivvadu. That means this ephemeral world will not be able to give you any ananda for you. Ivvoledu kuda. Swami said, it cannot also confer. Enduko telsa? Do you know why? Because anandam neelone undi baita ledu kabatti. He said, because that happiness which you are searching outside is not outside, it is within you. That's why you don't find it, is what he conveyed. And then the final punchline, I'll tell you what he said. Adi cheppadaniki nene ravalsi vachindi, he said. So to tell you the truth, I myself have come down, is what he said, is what Bhagavan. See, when these conversations on that portico are, and sometimes very casual remarks, really it made all of us know what Swami is, how fortunate we are to be close to a master. Because Master himself has come, the divine entity has come. Somebody asked Swami, why God has to come himself? He can send some angel, somebody, some pravakta, some avaduta, somebody, all they have is his own entourage, he can send. Why you only have to come? And Swami narrated one nice story. He said, one king used to tell like this, he had this same question. Of course, Swami, he has a beautiful story, the way he tells, because all of us will remember these stories. That's why he created all this. He said, one king asked his same question to his minister. He said, why God has to come and he can send anybody else? So one day, the minister said, it seems, let me just work it out and tell him how to explain to him what he asked. He has to be answered properly. So the king had a nice palace, and those days palaces had little wells in the courtyard and all that. So minister, knowing king is there and is somewhere in the palace, he put a big boulder into that well and started shouting, oh, king's son has fallen into the well, king's son has fallen into the well. And maybe from somewhere in the balcony, king heard. He came running and jumped into the well. I went inside, searched and came out. When he came out, his son also was standing next to the minister. He said, what is you doing? You said he has fallen. I went inside and jumped. But now nothing has happened. Nothing is like that happened. Then the minister asked, fine, it's all fine, but tell me one thing. You have a cabinet, you have so many soldiers, you have so many generals, so many ministers. Why did you jump? You should have called a cabinet meeting and told to search for him, go inside. Why did you jump for him? He said, it's my child, so I have to jump. Swami said, that is why I myself will come to protect all our children. So he loves us. We are his children. That's why he jumps in. He doesn't say, okay, hey, you go and protect him. Or he doesn't give that because we are his children. We are in his own image. That's why God comes himself to fetch us. God comes himself to fetch us. I remember once we were traveling from Bangalore to Ooty. Morning, Swami's timings are very, those of you who have known or read about it, he is to be very punctual, and the timings are very, very difficult with him. He'll say 3 a.m. we are starting, means it will be 3 a.m. It is not 3:01. So once he told us 3 a.m. we are going, and we were like as usual children, young boys. He said, Swami told 3 o'clock, but definitely it will be 4:30 here, no issue. So we were sleeping, thinking like that. So at least 3:30, 4 o'clock, because we have to get up in the morning. That's the way it's all excuses we were making. But talking, and some of the elders are there. Ho jayega yaar, 4 baje jayega. All this was going on. You won't believe we were all sleeping. 2:45 Swami comes down. Dunno potlu inka pandukonu unnaru. You're all still around sleeping. What is this? So we all run. No bath, just brush, and then everybody wear clothes, vibhuti. That is the best thing, you put vibhuti. Camouflage, everything, just put vibhuti and come. So everybody is ready. Scent and something you put and come. So fresh looking, come. So 3 o'clock everybody is into the car, into the vehicles. So we started the journey. Somewhere on the way, one of the vans, it had some fan belt repair happened and it stopped. So Swami stopped the car and he inquired what happened to the van. Then the van, we have to come back and check what has happened to the van. They said fan belt repair has come. We need a new fan belt and things like that. Then we went back and conveyed to him. He was going slow. So we caught up with him and reached him and told him this is something, they will come within another half an hour's time. So he said, we'll go slowly. We left, and the 3-4 cars were there. Like that we were going. And Brigadier Mehta was there. One Brigadier Mehta is a military top commander. So his car also was in convoy. It's a military car with all those things. And Brigadier Mehta was in Swami's car, and Swami told, you go and sit in Mehta's car. So I was in the military car, like that, we're going. Somewhere after crossing Mysore, that military driver said, I need to stop on the roadside, I need to go to ease myself. I said, now already all this is happening. Now we also stop following up, it will be a little difficulty, you don't stop. He said, nahi sir, stop karna padega. I said, okay. I said, just wait, let some turn happens. When we are not being watched, it seems Swami continuously telling the driver to see in the rear view whether cars are coming or not. So that was conveyed already. So I said, wait. Then there was some there's a turn. I said, okay, you wait, now do whatever you want and we'll quickly go. So whatever it is, we again started back. I see Swami car coming back in the opposite direction. Now my heart is in my mouth. Now I thought we are going back to Bangalore, not to Ooty, because it is in the opposite direction Swami is coming. Now what do you do? And he stopped little. I said, now don't go ahead and head-on collision. Why? Anyhow it is coming, let it come. So we stopped there. But some 50 feet Swami stopped, and again he took U-turn and went, and driver was sent and given a stern warning to us that we must follow properly. We should not do all this. So we followed. And we reached to Ooty, and I got a message, Swami is calling. I thought we thought we'll hide for a day little away, but Swami said, Swami is calling, so there's no choice, you have to go. So I slowly walked up, and he was sitting. He said, I said, Swami, this is a driver. He was very normal, and he was very, he said, మిమ్మల్ని వదలబుద్ధి కాదురా, నేనే వచ్చి తీసుకొని వెళ్ళాలా, దట్స్ వై ఐ హ్యావ్ టు కమ్ బ్యాక్. ఐ డోంట్ ఫీల్ లైక్ లీవింగ్ యూ బిహైండ్, దట్స్ వై ఐ ఆల్వేస్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు ఫెచ్ యూ. సో Swami will always come back to fetch us. I am telling you, any time he will not leave us behind. That is what we need to understand. That is what we need to understand. But many times we don't remember it, we always look other way, we get submerged in our own works. We are always caught up and consumed by our own personal things. Once we had Swami had some people with him, and some VIP was there with him. Some 10 children were there. He was talking. While going, he said after maybe bhajan started, so we all were coming out. This gentleman came back and told Swami, day after tomorrow my son is coming, his marriage day is there. Please bless him. He said, Sare chustanle. Then he did not stop. Again he came back and said, Swami is bringing his son, grandson also is there, do some annaprasana also is there. Sarele chustanle, Swami said like that. Then he left. So few of us were left. Then he said, see, even if I am here for 500 years or 1000 years, you will be asking only annaprasam and all this, you don't ask for me. This is what Swami said. See, most of the time we are consumed by our own personal issues and always going to him for tinsels. Swami said, you are going to Kalparusha and asking for coffee powder. You come to wish-fulfilling tree and ask for coffee powder, it is whose fault it is? It is our own fault. And Swami narrated a beautiful story once in his discourse. He said, a king had arranged an exhibition and put all precious jewels in that, precious things, whatever. He said any subjects, anybody, any citizen could come inside and take whatever they feel like, take one object and go. So people used to come see so many silver articles, gold articles, diamond articles, and lovely, very, very exclusive pieces. And people can pick up one, whatever useful to them, and go. One girl, one lady came, young lady, went round, did not pick up anything, she was going out. So this was being watched, maybe CCTV was watching, so she has not picked up anything. So sent word for her, called her back and say, why you have not picked up anything? Did you not like anything here? She says, no, I did not like anything. He said, why? I have such a precious things I have kept, and so many good bangles are there, necklaces are there, earrings are there. Why? What is nothing you have liked it? He said, no, I didn't like anything, I don't want anything. He said, okay, fine. What do you want? You tell me what you want, I will give it to you. Whatever you want. I don't want, I feel little belittled that something in my khajana is not liked by someone in my kingdom. So please tell me whatever you want, I'll give. She asked, please tell me definitely whatever I want you will fulfill. He said, yes, I will do it. Then that young lady said, Raja, I want to marry you, I want you only. He said, why? He said, if I marry you, the whole kingdom is mine. I don't need to pick up one thing like this. Is what Swami said in one of his discourses. He said, ask for divine, ask for God, the whole world belongs to you. Don't ask for tinsels and all these things with you. That is what Swami said. So these are the beautiful learnings which Swami's feet we underwent there, and so many wonderful things. And Swami is such a lovely host, I tell you, you can't imagine. You can't imagine what a wonderful host he is. And he'll always reciprocate. No effort of us will go without reciprocation. That means we don't have to look for rewards and awards, but it will come automatically. He is the most loving father, loving mother. It automatically comes to us. It automatically gives. It is done like that. I remember once we were in Kodaikanal, very first trip, and there was no generator, lights, there was electricity issue used to be there. One gentleman, Sachidanandam, used to be there. He's like, he's hard on seeing. His vision is only 30%. But he's a highly committed person. And since there was no generator and Swami will have a difficult, that's what he was thinking. Swami, we needs light, and if power goes, how do we do? And maybe after Swami retired to room in the evening, after 8 o'clock, he drove to Madurai, woke up some dealer, and got a Sriram Honda generator and come back by 5 a.m. in the morning. He has driven, and his eyes, that whatever 30% eye is there, it's a miracle how he has gone down to the hill from to Madurai, and he has driven back. His eyes were red, and one eye was that, it was swollen-like. And morning he had come, and they have informed to Swami, this is what happened, this guy has gone and brought this generator. Swami came down around 7:30, and he is looking for this Sachidanandam, come, where is he? Call him. So he was little, he wanted to, he's tired and he's not very in good shape. He was little standing away. Then we have to usher him inside, and Swami said, come sit on my table and have a breakfast. Immediately he was shivering. He said, Narayana, Narayana, I can't do this. He says, why you can't? I am Narayana only telling, why you are saying Narayana, Narayana? Sit, have breakfast with me. You know, it's like, it's unthinkable that somebody getting a call and Swami says, come and have breakfast along with me. So it was an order. Swami said, you should sit, and Swami served him. Swami served him, and they, on the same table, they had the breakfast. Fine. Then Swami told us, make a bed for him in the room. It's morning around 8:30, so after breakfast, we made a bed for him. Swami said, bring him in. He came in. Swami said, sit down. He has never sat in front of Swami, and it is first time he is going through all these emotions. Swami said, sit down. He was literally shivering. He said, sit on the cot. Then he sat slowly. Narayana, he used to have Narayana, Narayana, he'll say like that. Hey, him Narayana, Kucho, like that, Swami. Swami sat. Then Swami said, lie down now. Lie down, sleep now. Whole night you have not slept, sleep now. Swami, how will I sleep now? You are here. He said, no, I will be here only, you sleep. So he has to lie down. Then Swami took a blanket and put on him. And he said, sleep. And he told one of us, be near the door so that nobody goes inside and disturbs him. Let him get up whenever he is getting up. Let him have an uninterrupted rest now. And he kept one of us as a watchman there, and then he went for darshan. This is maybe those who are going through it looks, but this is how God will protect each one of us. God will protect. He's full of love, only many times we block it. Our neural pathways are blocked to Him. That is what it happens. We tend to forget it. Otherwise, He's always waiting. He's waiting to help us. He's waiting to reach to us. Many times we forget. That's what happened to Draupadi also. She was struggling and working on her strengths and all that. Only when she threw up her hands and said, you are the only rescue, then only it came. As long as you are working on yourself, he says, okay, you have the strength, you can do it. But the complete surrender requires that we completely give it to Him and let Him handle this. But that doesn't happen so often because our ego, mind fogging happens. Ego comes and mind fogs. That is what happens. Arjuna is a beautiful anecdote which Swami narrates. Arjuna, who won this great battle of Mahabharata. Who was the Rathasarathi of Arjuna? You know that, no? Krishna. So, after war is over, they went back to the palace. They were going back. Somewhere in Arjuna felt he is the one who won this war. He had some kind of mind fog happened to him. So he said, okay. And he felt suddenly he saw Krishna, not Krishna, but he's a charioteer who is driving his chariot. So it happens like that. So after reaching to the palace, Krishna asked him, Arjuna, get down. For some reason, Arjuna said, no, Krishna, you get down. Because driver should get down first, owner will get down later, like that. Maybe he was thinking like that. So you get down. 2 times Krishna said, no, Arjuna, you get down, get off the chariot. He said, no, you get off. You stand, then I will get. Then Krishna turned, he knew what is going on in his mind. He admonished him, he said, first get out. So now he's seriously warning him, first get out of the chariot. So he got a little worried and we don't know what he was going to do next. So whatever it is, he obliged and unwillingly he stepped out of the chariot. And Krishna was sitting. Suddenly he just jumped out of the chariot. The moment Krishna jumped, the entire chariot went into flames. Arjuna was watching this, he got shocked. He went to Krishna and said, what happened, Swami? What is this? What is this? You are doing this now. He said, no, you are thinking you won the war. The great Bhishma, Drona, Krupacharya, all these people are there. Aswathama, they have left such powerful astras, powerful arrows to you. It is I who was holding them under my feet till now. Otherwise, you would have gone long back. If I get off the chariot, you would have been burnt alive with all this. That's why I asked you to get off the chariot. So Arjuna had seen Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshana, but still mind fogging happened to him. It's always disturbed. He felt. So these things happen to us. Often we don't remember. Often we don't try to think we are the ones who are doers. We have the power to do, we have power to influence. No. We should have that sense of surrender. For that, we need humility. That humility is very important for every human being. Once we learn that and surrender to Him, you will see life is so beautiful. Life becomes a celebration with Swami in our lives. But how many of us are doing that? It doesn't come one day. It has to be a practice. It has to be a practice. Swami says sadhana. You have to keep doing this sadhana to reach God. It doesn't happen overnight, or it is not given on a platter for anybody. We need to strive for it. We need to struggle for it. And the easiest path is Sai path. He didn't tell us very severe spiritual practices. He made it very simple for us. He made it very simple. He said, love all, serve all. He said, do your duty with sincerity. Do service. Be be loving to everybody. You may not oblige, but speak obligingly. Very simple things which He has given. He didn't give any difficult spiritual practices for us to practice. He gave a very simple dictums. But we need to follow it. We need to. Swami always said, Naki acharam oddu, pracharam oddu, acharam kavali. I don't want you to preach, I want you to practice it. Practice, practice, practice. That is what Swami wanted, all of us. Take any simple teaching of Swami and follow. Believe me, you will find so much difference in life. One simple anything. How many of us will take? I do not know. How many of us will say, if you tell truth, how many of us will do that? Nobody wants to tell the truth. I think nobody is raising the hands. So it's difficult. So, but simple things may not be that, but at least get up morning at 5 o'clock. How many of us can do that? Still, not so many. Maybe someone will go out and say, no, I wanted to get up at 4 o'clock. He said 5 o'clock, that's why I didn't raise my hand. So, but these simple things which Swami taught all of us, we need to pick up anything from, even there's this Vidya Vahini is a book written by Swami in 1981. All these Vahini series are there. There are 15 Vahinis. If you go through that Vahinis, it's a wonderful treasure of knowledge and wisdom. And it's written by himself. So, you see, you read any of them, pick up one thing, very simple thing which will suit you, and still you will find so much of difference in our lives. So much of difference. Swami, we need to be alive and learn to him. Once we were some 15 of us, Swami said in Bangalore, go to Bangalore in 1986. We were all school, just maybe I was in first year, university. He said, go to Bangalore and see and come back, go to Kabban Park, go to all these museums and whatever it is, go and see. He sent one van and all of us went. So one senior boy was there, Divakar, Swami gave him 500 rupees and said, hey, go and eat in the city because lunchtime it will be there. You can't come back for lunchtime, you have food. So 500 rupees he gave. We went those days, I'm talking almost now 86, so almost 40 years back. So that time is all this North Indian food is coming to South, naan, all these things were just entering. So there was a restaurant called Shanti Sagar or Sukh Sagar, something. It was first of its kind. So we all went, 15 of us went there and we had, first time I was seeing naan or whatever it is. So all these North Indian dishes like, they were saying gobi manchuria and something like that. So we are all young people, we went there and we had, sumptuously we had. So the bill came to 457 rupees. So 500 rupees was there, we paid that. 15 of us, actually those days was very less, 40 years back, but still 457 rupees over and some 43 rupees balance. And so we went back. Evening, Swami was sitting in the Antrayi Vrindavan steps. He called who were 15, 20 hours, we were there. We went, said, how was Bangalore? But those days it was really wonderful. Still, now today, it has spoiled the whole thing. So much traffic, you can't even go anywhere. It is quite difficult to travel inside Bangalore. Now it's quite tough. But it is to be, and it is still, the weather is fine and such a beautiful, and Vrindavan is real Vrindavan, and it's a place of Krishna, Sai Krishna, it's so beautiful. And Swami was seated there and he called us, he said, where did you all go? And we said, Swami went to Kabban Park, Lal Bagh, all that, Vishweshwaraya Museum, all that we said. He said, where did you have your food? We said, we had North Indian food, we went to such a restaurant, all that we said. He said, how much is the bill? Now, the senior of us gave a bill and the balance of 43 rupees, he was there. He said, Swami, this is the bill, this is it. Suddenly he became very serious. He saw the bill, he became very serious. Etla tinnarra inta food like that. He said, how did you all eat so much? 457 rupees. Now, we are little struggling. How do we say now? Now we have eaten already. Now what do we do? And he said, how much is the food in our canteen? Those days meals was 2 rupees. So one of us said, Swami, 2 rupees. We are really, literally, we are put to very bad situation. We have had full. Now we never expected because 500 was given. So we knew. So he said, how much is the food here? Canteen, 2 rupees. Then he said, how many people can eat in 447 or 57 rupees? So 457 by 2 rupees. How many? 226 or 27, 28 people can eat. He said, what 225 people can eat? You 15 people have eaten and come. He was serious and he walked out. Now we are all literally worried. Then we are saying, Swami, 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 like that. We made a mistake, forgive us. He looked back and said, do you know how many people go to bed without food in this country? This is what Swami told us. How many lakhs of people go to bed without food, with full hungry stomachs? Do you understand this? In fact, even today, by own government census, nearly 250 million people in this country can afford 1 square meal a day. So that is what the teaching, 40 years back he told us, and still it is fresh in my memory, I can hear it. He gave us, it's not that he did not know that how much it will cost in the city like that. That's why he had given 500. Otherwise he would have given 15 into 2 rupees, 30 rupees. He gave 500. But when he wanted to drive home what is our responsibility, and he wanted to sensitize us that in this very country we have our own brothers who can eat only 1 square meal a day, or even many of them may not be able to afford that, also very, very little of it. 30 million people, 300 million people, 30 crore people go to bed, sir, today. That is what the census, maybe now little more better, 250 million people. They can make 20 rupees per day or something like that. So we need to be sensitive. That is what he has driven this mission. That sensitivity to the fellow human beings. To be alike to the fellow human beings. That is what his Swami is all about. Duty without love is deplorable. Love with duty is human. Love without duty is divine. That is what it is. That's why Swami says, there is no reason for love, no season for love. So that is what Swami is all about. That's why that love only brought everybody from every walk of life. From people who cannot speak any language here. They don't know any of the languages spoken in this country, but they did come from so many long distant places. Why? Because of that love. And there's only one language, the language of the heart. That is what Swami conveyed to them through that language. And all of them connected to him only with that language. And he is the best friend. He is the best friend. He will be always with us in thick and thin. Many others may not do that. Our friends, I read a nice quotation on friends once, somewhere I read it. Who is a friend? He says, a friend is someone who wants to see you better, but not better than himself. He wants to see you better, but not. The moment you are doing better than him, they don't like it. They are no more friends. Swami would say, funds bagunte, friends baguntaru. If you have too much funds, friends are there. If no funds, funds nil, friends nil. Funds full, friends full. Swami used to tell all of us in the students, used to tell us. So that is not the friendship with which we should associate. We have friendship of divine, friendship of God. He is the best friend. In every thick and thin, whether you are doing well, you are not doing well, every bit of it is there with us. Having Swami in our lives is the greatest guarantee for our safety and our peace. Keep Swami a part of your entire life journey. That makes your life journey a celebration. That ensures your life journey like anything else. Please, that is what we need to learn. Now if you have come here, you are doing such a stupendous work, you are all doing Swami's work. Remember, every step you take is known to him. Every work will not, as I said earlier also, will always be recorded. I'll just tell one small incident which happened during Swami's last birthday, 85th birthday. He would, I had just recently in a women's conference, I had narrated a bit, I'd like to repeat this. It's a beautiful thing which happened. Swami called me just during that time, he said, there's one lady here, please call her. So, one lady is like, it's difficult to find. One lady here, how do we find a lady from here? All are ladies. So I was wondering what Swami give us some details, some waiting for that. He was busy in that. He said, Tiskochinara. So he was inquiring, but we brought somebody. He said, Yemakadu, like that, not this lady. So he was searching and again asked Swami, who is this lady? Where is he? What is the name? He said, I am Podoga Untundi. He said, she is little tall. So now we go out and see tall people. A lot of them are looking tall, suddenly. So we tried to get somebody tall and he said, not this lady. Then this went on like that for a little while and we brought 2-3 people like that. Swami said, no, not this one. I said, Swami, what is that? Where does... Little more details. He said, no, 30-40 years nunchi ikkade unnaru. So some little timelines got cleared. Then he said, Whitefield, Brindavanlo kuda unnaru. Like he said, she was there in Brindavan. So these little iterations were taking place, and we came across, and he said, Swami, em chestuntaru, like that. It's 10 days, it took little for us, little bit, and he said, Eppudu hall clean chestuntaru, like that. Then somewhat we got some, but everybody's, Swami is inquiring, so everybody doesn't want to exclude themselves. So they say, maybe me, like that. It happens, no? So, but then finally, somehow we got somebody, and got, just by chance we guessed and brought her, and Swami came out and saw, see, this is the lady I'm searching for. And believe it, she's not a frontline sitter. She only sweeps Kulwant Hall. She's been sweeping Kulwant Hall before even Kulwant Hall came into existence. Those sand days, she used to sweep. Maybe 30, 40 years, this only she's doing. Cleaning is Mandir, cleaning Kulwant Hall. And nobody, and she doesn't come to for darshan into halls, and even they come, they stand somewhere, they don't get any front lines or front blocks somewhere, and they go. And in perhaps 30 years, I don't think Swami has spoken to her. But this humble devotee was doing the work of Swami so diligently, so much dedication, so much love, so much commitment. This is 85th birthday, that is the last birthday and of Avatar Sojourn. He calls her. When I look back, I say maybe he was just bidding a goodbye to her, because for all that service which she had done. He called her and told me, go and bring a saris. So I brought one sari. He said, Pisanari, like you are a kanjus, bring half a dozen of them. So I went and picked up half a dozen saris for her, and he gave half a dozen saris without even saying. He said, Tiskoma, like that. And he said, go and bring some money for her. And he gave her some money and said, keep it with you. Nobody could even guess it, or that Swami was looking for this lady. Nobody could even know. Only Swami knew this girl or this lady was doing silent service. So every bit of work every word you are writing is not going unnoticed. Swami knows it. Please always remember and be very sure in your hearts that Swami knows it. Sometimes what happens, again fog happens, and we tend to think like that, where nothing is moving, nothing is nothing. Nothing is not meant to be moving at that point in time, nothing will move. It looks like that. It is all, some flowers blossom well in daylight. Some flowers blossom well in the night. The situation is given to you to blossom, the correct situation is given to you to blossom. Don't worry, somebody is in daylight, because if you are in daylight, you will wither away. You are safe in the night light, in the night darkness. Because you will blossom well only there. The lotus blossom only in the night, not in the daytime. Daytime lotus will fade and it will wither. So, always remember the situation is given to you for you to blossom. Always trust His judgment. Trust Him. Give it to Him. Let Him be the person who steers our journey's vehicle. He will take it. He will be the safest driver for us. He will be the safest driver. We trust everybody. How many of you have come by train? A lot of you have come by. Who is your train driver? Do you know? Do you know the name of at least? Nobody knows. You don't know the train driver. Does he have blood pressure, sugar, anything, health conditions? Did you check up? No, nothing. We don't know him. We don't know how he looks, what is his age, whether he has proper eyesight, whether he has blood pressure, whether he has sugar. Nobody knows. But we get into that blind faith. How many have come by aircraft? Now I suppose a little bit scared. We don't know the pilot. Everywhere, whatever we do, we give our clothes to washing. This is all Swami is to tell us. You give with so much of faith that He will bring it back tomorrow, clean and ready to wear. You are trusting everybody, but when it is come to God, we have so many problems to trust Him like that. You never trusted. We don't know if that train driver got into the train inebriated or what condition is whether his health condition. Nobody asks for health certificate, nothing. We believe in that system that somebody is looking after. Believe in God also. Believe in that divine. Definitely your journey will be safe and it will be ensured. That is what we need to learn. This place is only for that. It's a Swami and his mission is a hope for millions. Whenever I travel, I see people with teary eyes coming to me and saying, "Sir, Swami is the only one who is looking after us. Swami is the only one who is taking care of us." So many beautiful stories every day I get to hear. I am doing this satsang, but every day I get to hear such wonderful stories of the divine miracles. But we need to learn. And before I close, I'll tell you one. Of course, today has been last 2 days, today and yesterday has been this beautiful conclave. We are talking about inclusive education, people, neural paths, and cognition, and diversity, plasticity, all this. Even in times in the past, in even Vedic lore, we have same like this. We have people who have done so better, having this kind of spectrum. You have heard about Ashtavakra? Anybody have heard about Ashtavakra? Ashtavakra. That means his name is itself Ashtavakra. He has got perhaps 8 kinds of deformities. You know, he has written Ashtavakra Gita. He has written Ashtavakra Gita. So his performance is so high. He has written the knowledge of the life. Maybe they were in that same spectrum. So the knowledge of life, the very, very soul journey, he has written about the soul journey. So we have enough examples of this kind of people in this country, in this our Vedic lore, and you teach our Puranas, Itihasas, wherever you go, you find. So this is a very niche space is what we are thinking, but it is already explored by our ancestors. The ancient wisdom is there. They have done it. Sometimes maybe it is hidden somewhere. We are just only reinventing it. And you are very lucky that you are part of this Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini project, and especially this inclusive education project. You are very lucky. Because this kind of work, very seldom people are taking up, and whoever is taking up with passion, I salute them, and we should put our hands together for such wonderful work which people are doing. And Swami will be very pleased. Swami will be very, very pleased with this kind of work. Please continue this good work, continue this lovely work, and let Vidya Vahini flourish. Vidya Vahini is also hope to many of these people. Swami's Vidya Vahini is a hope. Really, yesterday and today we see, I am sure, I am very hopeful on this. It's a great hope which is giving to many people in this line, and so many dedicated people, so many. They're giving their time. Giving time is a greatest service. Because time doesn't come. When you give time, that means a part of your life you are giving. Because here it is fixed. All our days are fixed here. When you are spending, that means you are giving your life. It's the greatest sacrifice when you spend time for this. So, Swami will be abundantly blessing all of you. Abundantly. But be in this path also. While you are doing your work, also we have to take the spiritual journey. This journey is very important. That is for ourselves. This work, yes, as a project we'll be doing. Managing trustee is only a designation for with some responsibility and accountability. This is not a spiritual position which is conferred. I have to pray to Swami for any blessings. I have to do my sadhana only. For everybody we have to do our sadhana. Never forget that. We have to keep doing that sadhana. And Swami's mission is all about that only. To create, rekindle that divine essence in each one of us. That journey is very important. If you are traveling, the problem is most of the time we we are on the wrong path. If you take left turn instead of right turn, will you go to your desired destination? No, you will never go. If you have to take a right turn, you have to take only right turn. But unfortunately what happens, we take a left turn and then we expect things, what we ought to find, what we are supposed to find on that right path. When we take right turn, all those things, whatever we are supposed to find, we are expecting that to be found on the journey which is going on the left side. No, it won't happen. You have to go on only the right path so that the expected things will be found in that journey. What are these expected things? What is this journey? This journey is internal journey, not the outer journey, not the external journey, not the journey into the world. It's journey into yourself. That inner journey only you will find peace, you will find divinity, you will find self-fulfillment. Only on that journey you will find all this. If you're going out and you want peace, no, it won't happen. Because your journey is on the wrong side. If you want to find all these things, if you want to go to Hyderabad, you are going to Hyderabad, Kurnool will automatically come. But if you are going to Bangalore and expect Kurnool to come, it won't come. You want peace to come to you, if you are going external, it won't happen. You have to have an inner journey. So right side we have to take, and this is the best place to start our inner journey. Sathya Sai's lotus feet is the best place. Prashantini is the best abode to start our internal journey. So start this internal journey. Start this from here. Keep doing your wonderful work. That itself is one path. But please also take time for yourself and spend some time. Vivekananda said, take out 15 minutes in your life every day and spend with yourself. Otherwise, you may miss meeting a beautiful person, is what he says. If you don't spend time with yourself, you are missing meeting a beautiful person. And also, he also said in a very nice thing. He said in the morning when you start a journey, if it is very smooth, pause a while, you may be on the wrong path. Expect a little bumpy road, bumpy ride. It is not going to be so smooth in life. It's too smooth, just you may be not on the right path, is what Swami Vivekananda said. Just pause a while and pray to Swami. He is the best friend, and he responds in Sahasranamam, Sai Sahasranamam. It's nicely written in the last, if you come, he says, Sri Sathya Sai Sulabha Prasannaya Namaha. Sulabha Prasanna means he can be pleased easily. That is what it says. Sulabha Prasannaya Namaha. You can please easily. It doesn't need any great spiritual practices. The only thing is, morning you say, good morning Swami, I love you. He is very happy. When you are going to bed, you say, Swami, good night, Swami, I love you. That's all he needs. Whole day he will take care. That is what his Swami is all about. So be with him. That journey you continues with him. He will protect the way eyelids protect the eyes. Swami is the greatest protector. And he is very possessive. Let me tell you, he is very possessive about all his people, all his devotees, all his children. Very possessive. I experience it very often and almost every day. Because things which we get overwhelmed, something happens and it just fall into place. So may Swami bless you all. May Swami give you all the strength to do this good work. May Swami be with you, with your families. May Swami bless all your children, your families with abundance of peace, prosperity, health and happiness. And may you flourish, may you blossom in this service of Sai through Vidya Vahini. And I want, definitely, I think this inclusive education will be a very, very a crown jewel for education system in this country. I think 2025 we are going phase 1 and 2027, 2029. This is what we have committed, and Central Trust is completely behind it, and we will not spare any effort or any resources for making this effort successful. We will always be there. Hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, we will walk with you. And please, let this will be a proud moment for the nation and a great moment in the divine mission. Also, Swami will be very proud of each daughter and each son here. And I am sure Swami is listening, and Swami is the one who is propelling all this. Thank you very much, and may Swami bless you all. Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Thank you, dear brother. Thank you so much. It's almost like 75 minutes of bliss, And throughout the day, we had so much of cognitive stuff. So I was looking for something for affective domain. Thank you so much, brother. You kind of gave us something to balance. And every single thing what you said, it's all practical thing. It's nothing, we need to worry about it. We can pick up any one of that, we can start doing it. Your speech is the kind of fuel, you are referring a lot about automobiles. So that's the fuel that would kind of help us run till we come back to this holy present. Hopefully that would be soon. I was just noticing, you didn't even take a sip of water. Almost 75 minutes you were speaking. Thank you so much. And can we have a big round of applause for our dear brother? Sai Ram, and thank you.